Fam, thank you for choosing to watch this episode of Mind the Mic podcast. Before we get into it, though, I need you to hit subscribe. And not just me, the whole Mind the Mic podcast family needs you to. Maddie, Uncle Pete, Stu, Leka, and of course myself, Shubz, and anybody else that's on board by the time you watch this video, we need you to hit subscribe. If it's your first time here, I understand if you're a bit reserved and you're like, I don't know, watch the video and after subscribe if you want to. But if you're here and you're watching all the time, subscribe. It's not that hard. All you got to do is, if you're watching on your TV, you're like, I can't subscribe, I don't have an account. You have a phone, don't you? I know you have a phone in your hand right now. Grab the phone, create a YouTube account. It takes a couple minutes, and then you can subscribe. And when you do that too, hit the notification bell so you can get notified every time we put up a new episode. I asked this of you because we put in so much time. We've done hundreds of episodes. We plan on doing thousands more with as many amazing people as we can. But we need you to subscribe, fam. Big love to everybody that's been watching. Big love to everybody that's been supporting and anybody that's just arrived. I hope you enjoy the journey, enjoy the episode, and subscribe. Hey, welcome back to another Mind the Mic podcast. I'm your host, Shubz, here with a rugby player all the way over there in America, the very Pago Haini. What's good, Eus? How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks, bro. How are you?
Yeah, another day, brother. Another couple of podcasts ticking away. I'm on a mission to make the biggest podcast in the world, Kazi. So it's a crazy statement, I know, but if you don't shoot for the top, what are we doing, Kazi? So that's the goal for me.
Hey,
So
exactly, bro.
daily
That's me.
deposits into that, Kazi. So that's me. Yeah. I guess for anybody that don't know anything about you, can you give us a little background on yourself, Marcus?
Oh, yeah. Name is Pago Haini.
Yeah.
Currently playing for the Seattle Seawolves. I kind of grew up everywhere.
Oh yeah. Where were
I'm
you born?
Samoan.
Oh
I was
yeah.
born in American Samoa, so got like a
Oh,
long,
bango,
long,
bango.
crazy
Hey.
story, bro. Yeah, so that's why I'm called Pago. I was born in American Samoa,
Yeah.
and then pretty much grew up in like Western Samoa.
Yeah.
Used to be known as up until I was like 15, 16. And then I got an opportunity to go to Australia for a rugby scholarship, go to Australia, and then after that moved to New Zealand for after that, and then moved over here to America about 8 years ago, and then yeah, just been bouncing around really.
This okay. What was life like growing up in I guess American Samoa first, however old you or were you how long were you in American Samoa before you went to Western Samoa? Or were you between there?
I think I was only like 6 or 8 months, I think.
Oh, okay. Oh, true.
Because
So
yeah, not long after I was born, my parents were there working at the time. So then we moved to Western Samoa, and then I pretty much, grew up in Western Samoa and stuff. It was pretty cool, bro. Growing up in the islands,
yeah.
it's it's different, but looking back at it now, it's like you learn a lot just growing up in the islands, and then you get to go out of it, and then you get to be grateful with a lot of things that
Yeah.
a lot of people kind of take it for granted. So
Yeah.
which is like it's pretty cool. That's probably like the highlight of growing up in the islands is like it kind of makes you like your upbringing pretty humble and stuff like that. So yeah, it's pretty
Solid.
much stayed in you pretty early. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the difference? Like, if someone goes because someone's like, "Oh, I thought Samoa was Samoa." What's the difference between American Samoa, Samoa?
um,
Uh,
I feel like I've been practicing for this podcast, bro. I get asked
Let's
this
go.
question heaps of time a day because it's like not a lot of people know that it's like between Samoa and American Samoa is like so it used to be like kind of like a one country back in the days, which is like
Yeah.
Upolu, and then you have like Tutuila, which is American Samoa now, and then on goes, and then like the war game, and then pretty much that the eastern side of the country, which is like American Samoa, got taken by America, and then the other
Mm,
side was like that's where the Germans kind of like took over back then.
yeah.
And then, anyways, America stayed. The Germany left, and pretty much the Japanese came in. The Japanese left, gave it to the Kiwis, and then in 1962 they like got independence from like New Zealand. So, and then
Yeah.
that's when it became Western Samoa. And then, anyways, it just like they fought hard to just become Samoa now. But like pretty much the difference now is between like same language, just like a different twangs. So
Oh,
like
okay.
little twangs that like you can tell like which who's from whose island and stuff like that. And then pretty much, bro, like America is kind of like the New Zealand of Samoa. American Samoa is like the New Zealand of Samoa. When people go to, because when you go to American Samoa, bro, you get all like the fast food things over there, like McDonald's, Burger
Oh, true.
King,
You
like
don't have
all the
that in the other
American
one.
franchise, all the
Yeah,
American
yeah.
franchise is in American Samoa. But when you go to Samoa, like it's only one McDonald's, and then that's pretty much it, I think.
Oh,
So, but
true. I
yeah,
get it. So it's a bit more. Would you say it's a bit but flashier on the others in American Samoa?
American Samoa, yeah, it's very Americanized. So they got like all
Ah,
the technologies and everything. It's
yeah.
like pretty fast. The lifestyle there is pretty fast.
Have they tried to like get their own independence or reunite with Samoa, or to become one
Honestly,
Samoa? Or
I have no idea. I
okay.
don't really know, but probably the best. I don't really know. Get into the political side of
Politics.
things, but
Yeah.
I think it's the best that they stay with America because there's so much advantage that comes with just being a territory of America.
Yeah, well, even things like that, you get like you'll be
Eh?
there as American citizen, nails. You
Gee,
must be
how,
American
bro?
citizen,
Like,
nails, or you're born in
yeah,
America.
born there, pretty much like
Yeah.
brought up in Samoa, G, and then ended up staying here. So it's pretty, yeah, like things like that. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that helps having American passport, nails.
Uh, hey,
Lady.
no need for those green cards, you know.
Marry me, lady. Nah. Hey, you don't need to marry a auntie for a passport, eh?
Hey,
This
no
guy.
overstay here, bro. Not an overstay.
Yeah, that's
No.
it. So how did like? I guess we'll get into that whole stuff, but how old are you when you leave? You leave 15, something like that. And where do you go to in Australia?
Yeah, went high school in Australia, up in Brisbane.
Oh yeah, what was that one?
There's a high school there. It's pretty good rugby high school. Churchy.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
went
you
there
Kalen
for
Palmer's cousin? No, yeah, quite Cooper. Yeah,
yeah, same high school. G.
yeah, yeah.
Pretty
Miniguns.
cool high school. Like it was crazy. Yeah. Then after that, pretty much like applied for university. I got into Victoria down in Wellington.
Oh, okay.
And then ended up down in Wellington just doing uni and playing rugby and that, and then never really got a crack or anything. And then just thought, oh, and then got an opportunity to like link up with the USA Sevens. And then ever since I just made the move 8 years ago, and then just been here since. And Major League Rugby started up, and then just thought I'd just stick around and have a crack at it.
Yeah, solid. With the whole churchy thing, how did that happen? Like, did they scout you? They come and scouted you
Oh
from Samoa?
yeah, so Churchy, they used to have like this program. They used to like choose like islands. They kind of like get islands from, or the kids out from the islands like Tonga, Samoa, Fiji. They used to call it Pacific Rim
Yep.
scholarship. Shout out to Bruce Hodges. He was pretty much the founder and organized everything that went into that scholarship. And then they pretty much did like camps in Samoa, and then they scout like kids out of the top high schools in Samoa, and then they kind of put you through your rugby test, and then kind of like do your academic as well to see if you can like adapt to the environment that when you move into Australia and stuff like that. Yeah, so
Nice.
that's how we ended up there. Um,
What position were you playing growing up, or when they scouted you?
what was a fullback that transitioned
Shoo.
into the midfield. So when I left Samoa, I was like a midfielder.
Yeah.
And then I got, for some reason they asked me to play number 8 towards like the end of high school. And then I was just like, Yeah, became a flanker and then went to Australia, bro. They put me as a prop. Because I was too heavy. Bro, I was like the heaviest in the team, so they put me as a prop, bro. And then yeah.
Yeah, solo. So what were you playing now? What position are you playing in now?
I'm a back row. Moved back to the back row, so I can play like 6,
Yeah.
7 or 8. Yeah.
What do you prefer?
Probably 8. 8. It depends, bro. Because
Yeah.
like it's crazy how like with Major League, like different teams have different systems. So
Yeah.
like it really depends on what kind of system you're in. But like I like to play 8 or 6, is because you get to carry the ball a lot and you get involved heaps in games and stuff. So yeah.
Nice, cool. Who did you grow up supporting when you were a kid? Like internationally, obviously Manu, but like who else did you go?
But
You like?
I'm a big Wallabies fan, eh?
Oh,
Growing up.
true.
Yeah. I'm a
Holy.
die-hard Wallabies fan,
True.
bro. All
Why?
my
What?
like
But
all
like,
my
what's it
mates.
like in Samoa? Like, is it like divided, or is there like mostly like for the other countries, is it mostly All Blacks, or is it
I think
divided?
it's 50-50. It's
Oh,
50-50. Yeah.
true.
I think in Samoa it's like maybe not 50, maybe 60-40.
60-40, which way?
Yeah, like to the ABs, because a lot of people
Up
have
the
like
ABs, baby.
Hey, I've lost a lot of money in terms of like because obviously I grew up in Australia, and then I
Oh
moved
yeah, die
to
hard,
Wellington,
hey.
bro. And then
It's
I
been
used,
hard. It's been
bro, I
hard
used to
also.
pull, bro. Even my mates know this, bro. Even my mates, they'll tell you stories, bro. I've lost so much money, bro, off the Wallabies, just being die hard, bro. And then the boys will be like, put 50 on it, and then I'll be like, bro, put 50 on
Yeah,
that.
let's go. Us, this is
Like,
your year.
bro,
Us, this is your year.
damn, I don't, yeah, we just meet with Jeff, bro.
Hey, but I reckon. What do you reckon? Huh? Do you reckon like they shouldn't have got rid of Rini? Like I think he was building something. Was pretty, especially so early, like so close to the World Cup or something. Like they should have just like let it happen. If they were gonna,
Bro, I reckon so too. Eh? That was crazy timing. Like,
yeah.
but then the whole Eddie Jones thing,
And
like,
then he turns.
but it's Eddie Jones, it's like that. If you take the tempo and it works out, bro, you'll be like, you're a genius,
Yeah.
bro. And
But
if
it
you
didn't
don't,
work out. Us.
and if
Didn't
really
work.
like just like
What
his
didn't
stuff,
work
does
out?
it?
Wow.
No, his
100.
stuff,
100 was.
bro.
Well, you know what's crazy too? Is that like now because Rennie's over isn't he in Japan or something? And then like Eddie's the coach of Japan, but like Rennie's
Yeah,
coaching, I think, a club out there, one of those clubs. Like
that's
and then, like
crazy,
they'll probably
bro.
have to have like they'll probably have to have convos and that. Like, bro, you took one job.
Yeah,
You
no,
did a one job.
but yeah, that'll be like I always wonder what those conversations between like coach because
Yeah.
like you know how like sometimes in those environments when you're like you and the coach have like kind of like a fallout
Yeah.
and then you'll randomly bump into them like randomly you're just having like a yarn and you'll be like bro like I wonder what those conversations would be like. It'll be crack up.
Hey. Wait, but the crack up figures that he's still trying to say that they didn't have an interview about the Japan job. Like,
Wow, that's
seems like
crazy,
it. Who's
dude.
say like I just fucking the way.
This guy Eddie, bro. Hey, in
Wow,
Eddie we
bro.
trust, bro.
I felt sorry for the Wallabies too because like as much as I'm a proud Maori, proud All Blacks, like all that stuff, but proud Warriors, up the wires, baby. But I was just seeing like what Aussie rugby going from what it was when I was a kid to like because Aussie was
Yeah,
me
bro.
to
Yeah.
like it's 20 years to see
And
what
that's
a
what
bloody
got me
British
into
League up.
rugby too. Was that like
Oh,
the Wallabies and the All Blacks back in the days, bro?
yeah, it was so strong, brother. And like
Like
the
George Krieger, like Stephen Larkham,
yeah,
hands down.
Jeremy Paul.
Even
Remember
in
him?
my
Jeremy
own
Paul?
opinion, Stephen Larkham is the greatest rugby player of all time. That's just
Yeah.
my own opinion. But like Stephen Larkham, like that
Let's go.
generation, like bro, our back line used to be so mean. We were like Krieger,
Yeah.
Stephen Larkham. Then we had Sterling Moorclock, and then there was like that year we had Lotte Takiri and Wendell
And
Sailor.
Windows Sailor,
Chris
Matty
Latham at
Rogers,
the back with Matty
Chris
Rogers, and then
Latham, and Matty Rogers
bro,
in
yeah,
there
Elton
too.
Flatley was there too.
Yeah.
With Jets
And
was
even the
coming
forward
through,
spare,
bro.
George Smith. Let's not forget the
George
Toko
Smith,
man. The Toko man.
bro. In the
Even
forwards, we had like
like
Rocky
Torai
Elson,
Kifu
Rocky
and them.
Elson. Bro,
Yeah,
that was a mean
Rocky.
back rower, bro.
Or
We had
even
like George
Jeremy
Smith at
Paul.
7, Jeremy
Jeremy
Paul at
Paul.
hooker.
Yeah, he's been on the
Oh,
podcast too, Jeremy Paul. Shout out to the
and that's,
Cuzzy.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
he's
but
mean,
yeah,
eh?
he's
I
a
reckon he
cracker
was
too.
like,
He's a
I reckon
cracker
if he
too.
played rugby in this era, he would have been like the Dane goals before Dane goals, I reckon.
Yeah,
But that
actually,
guy
yeah,
was
yeah.
way ahead of his time, eh? He's
Yeah,
a
but it
man,
was the
bro.
man. Well, he even talked about, he talked about how like he won the John Eels medal, and he can't even get invited to the awards anymore because he's outspoken about Australian rugby and why they're mud. Now they should,
Bro, it's
yeah, but
crazy, bro. Everyone's hating on them, bro. But
yeah. But
hopefully,
even the Israel
yeah,
saga
we can
that didn't
figure
help too, eh? Like all of that stuff.
yeah,
Very like how
that's
I still
crazy.
think like it's so like the world we live in, eh? Like so many crybabies, man. Like fucking who cares? Let him believe what he
Yeah.
wants to believe. Who cares? Like,
Looking back at it, it's probably an overreaction, eh?
that's a
From
full
like, that's a
overreaction of
lot of
come
money,
on.
bro. Yeah.
Suddenly. Yeah, like this of all the opinions we can have in the world, like who cares, man? Like that's his opinion, like and because of what he believes, like whatever. Believe that then. That's sweet ass. You know what I mean? Like fuck. Yeah,
Hard out.
people just suki bubbers,
That
bro.
was a
Straight up.
crazy time. That was crazy
Yeah,
time.
hard. But then he
Can't
ended
get
up cracking it
anything,
too.
you
He
know.
ended up cracking him some cash still, eh? And then like yeah, and I think Jeremy was saying though, like his thoughts on why Australian rugby isn't where it should be is they're like from grassroots all the way they should be all teaching the same things like all the way because in New Zealand that's what they do, right? It's all the
Yeah,
like when you get to the All Blacks they don't teach you anything crazy. It's just working
it's
more on
pretty much the same.
fundamentals and
Yeah,
just that's what you've learned all the way through and keeping that class sort of thing. Yeah. And that's
yeah,
what he sort of said is they're like at one level they're teaching one thing and then they get to the next level they're teaching a different thing. And then like it's not connected. So you're saying like
yeah.
that for him, that's how you bring it all back, but they don't want to listen. And then he said even he doesn't understand how the Wallabies can go through so much ups and downs, but there's still people in the background that pulls the strings on the whole game as a whole in Australia, and they're still in position. He's like, what the hell? You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
didn't make no sense. So, yeah, his insight was pretty cool. Obviously, like I said, proud All Blacks, but the Wallabies need to be strong because I feel like the Northern Hemisphere gonna leave us behind. Like
Hard out. That's the
if
thing, eh?
if
Like,
the All Blacks don't have good competition like with the Wallabies, and we don't have Super Rugby anymore, where we go to South Africa anymore
yeah,
either. Like we only play the Springboks and they're like far man, like you know what I mean. The All Blacks not only because people will say it's what's his name, Ian Foster's why the All Blacks lost so many tests under him. Like it's one of the worst records. But the All Blacks still have the best winning record all time of all teams in any
oh, bro,
sport.
yeah.
But
That's
that
crazy.
4 years under Ian Foster it took a bit of a hit because they lost to Argentina a couple of times. It's like teams they hadn't, and then they lost to Ireland first time they lost the series, at home, like to one of those
Yeah.
nations, and like ever, I think all of that kind of stuff happened. But I think the Wallabies not being good has helped, has made that possible too because we didn't have that competition. Eels like to,
Bro,
you know what I mean?
yeah. And
Iron
I reckon
sharpens
like,
iron. Eels.
bro, and I reckon so too, eh? Because like I reckon why the Wallabies was like even though like they're super like the super teams weren't really like in the top 8 or like really competitive most of
Or
the
the
time,
Brumbies used to be pretty
you
mean
know.
though back in the
Yeah,
days.
but the
Remember?
Brumbies and the Tars and the Reds,
Yeah,
you know,
remember
have
the
always
Brumbies.
like been strong.
Especially way
But
back when Wazzy was mean, the
yeah, this
Brumbies
is
were
way
the
there.
best
But
team.
like that was when they used to play like even though they were bad, like they were still playing the South African teams.
Yeah,
So they were still like having a crack, even though it was like, okay, we don't really know. But now they only play New Zealand teams. You know, they only play that one style of New Zealand teams now. It's like fast,
yeah,
expensive. Like if it's either like you have to be physical and shut the breakdown down and stuff like
yep,
that. But now if you more like go to the international stuff, like you don't really know what you're playing when you play
yeah.
the Springboks, especially when you
Playing
like
different
because
here,
people bro, it's crazy because like there's heaps of like old international players that like come and like kind of like
running
end
around
their
in the
careers
MLR.
here in Major League,
Yep.
and that's like the craziest thing is to them is like bro like they all talk about their first time going to South Africa and things like that. It's because they're like bro that country's crazy when you like comes to rugby and like you rock up, you think you're like the biggest team. Like you look across the field and you're like the guy that like the halfback is pretty much as big as like a back rower, bro. And I was like,
Bro, there's
damn,
some big ass, like
like,
big ass South
yeah, bro,
Africans
there's
there.
some big
Like,
ass guys, bro.
fuck.
And I'm like, damn, I want to eat
Even
one
I
of these.
remember Scott Burger. I was like, bro, that fella. I remember seeing him in real
Oh,
life. I was like, bro, that's a big white dude.
yeah,
Like
that's
just
crazy.
thick and huge and like, yeah, man, that's big. Yeah, 100. Can you hear me? Us?
Yep, yep.
Yeah, yeah. You remember Scott Burger? I remember seeing him first time when I was when I was a kid. I was like, bro, that's a big ass white dude, bro. Like just like a big jaw
Bro,
and
he's
everything on the
massive.
man.
Hey, those like that
Even Ibn,
time like
Ibn's
Western.
huge.
Bro, Urban is huge. Who was that? The number 8, Spees, bro. Remember
Yeah, yep, yes,
Spees?
and fast,
Fast as
and
number
fast.
8. Bro, he was huge. He was big, bro. I was like, damn.
Even though
Yeah,
Bucky's is a big fella too.
yeah.
Bucky's potter.
Now it'll be interesting, bro, to see where the Wallabies end up at this year,
Yeah, yeah. Like I
especially
said,
with Joe
I hope they
Schmidt
do good.
with what he
I hope
did
they,
with Ireland.
yeah.
Fuck, bro. Honestly, I just want them to win again so I can get some bragging rights back on my mates.
And get
But
some money back, also.
bro, I just want to win some money back. Hey, like lost a lot of money, bro. I was like, damn, bro. I was like, not good, bro.
Wait, but you're that
Nah, it's
diehard,
good,
also that
man.
like if someone like, come on, Nick Ricken, and you'll be like, yeah,
Oh,
nah,
bro,
let's
yeah,
go.
yeah. Maybe not this time, bro. Because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
but
damn, bro. I've
back in
lost
the
a lot
days,
now.
yeah.
But back in the days, bro, when I first moved to NC, they'd be like, yeah, let's do it. Because that was when he was like still a little bit competitive. That was before the tide really turned. But that's all good. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Yeah, you'll be back.
Let it go. We'll be back.
That's it, brother. Who's your favorite Wallaby of all time? Stephen Larkham?
Stephen Larkham, bro. Yeah, Stephen
Yeah.
Larkham, G.
Manu,
Yeah.
Manu player. Who's your favorite Manu player of all time?
Favorite Manu player of all time? Probably
Yeah.
Brian Lima. Yeah.
Of chiropractor.
That was like everyone's
Yeah,
favorite
yeah,
player growing up, bro. Brian Lima.
yeah. I remember I was talking to Orene about him and about like when he was because he played in the Samoa Sevens first before he ended up playing for the All Black Sevens or New Zealand
Yeah.
Sevens, like
Oh, yeah,
when he
yeah.
was
You did
young,
that,
and he
yeah.
was saying, yeah, like very just quiet, but like if you said something, you just did it because otherwise you'll get a crack. Yeah.
But I never, fire. I've heard a lot of stories, but
Yeah.
damn, it's crazy just to see it, bro. Because I reckon he's got like some anger problems. Bro, that guy's scary, bro. Like,
Yeah, 100.
bro,
100
like he's scary, man. Even just looking at him back in the days, you're like, damn, this guy's scary.
Yeah. Who would be your all-time Samoan back row? All-timers.
Oh, damn. Samoa back row.
Yeah, for you.
And that's
Just off the
played
top.
anywhere?
Yeah, anyway, but they're Samoan. They're Samoan
Oh,
blood.
this Samoa.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Give
Damn,
me a
that's tough,
give me a 6,
bro.
7, 8. Give me a 6, 7, 8.
Oh, bro, you have to put Adi as a 7.
Has to, eh? Surely. Because
Yeah,
then like old school will be
surely.
like Michael
Yeah.
Jones, but like
Michael
Adi
Jones
G.
should be, Adi.
Adi's far.
Bro, you have to go with the oldest two. It's Henry Tulangi at 8. But this is just like powerful. And then
But who
Jerry
gives you
Collins
who's your
at
sixth
6,
though?
bro.
Because I reckon there's
Jerry
6
Collins
good.
at 6. Because Jerry Collins, bro, he was low key a good line-out option. So even if you go down that road, bro, you can like chuck him in there.
So you're
Or
going
chuck
Jerry,
Adi in there too.
but you're going Jerry ahead of Jerome.
Oh, damn.
You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah,
but hey,
damn.
you
That's
know
the
what I mean?
thing. Like,
Like
yeah, I'll
both,
go.
both,
Yeah,
both.
hey, I'll go with
JC,
damn, yeah. That's good. Nah, I'll go with JC. I'll
yeah,
go
Jerry
Jerry
Collins,
Collins,
Henry
bro.
Tuilangi, and
Adi
Hardy.
at 7. Bro, that's a good back row, bro.
Yeah,
Damn.
I reckon too. What about back three?
Oh. Ooh. I have to put Brian Lee Mine there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna put him? Oh, you can put him in center if you want.
Yeah,
We'll go there. We'll go there too.
I feel like there's like a lot.
Oh, you want him on the wing?
Oh, good shit. Yeah, I'll put him on the wing.
Okay,
This is
on
like
the wing.
prime time back in the days.
Yeah. Prime time.
I bought him in a Fatal, like Brian Lee Mine and a Fatal Soyalo, because they were like my favorite Manu Samoa wingers growing up. So I'll just put them in there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
probably
Lome Whaatau can't get no love now.
oh damn.
Bro, he was on there, Lome.
And he's a Malisi guy too. Damn. Bro, and
Far
then I got to
even
put
who
Mills
else to
Mulia
start?
in at fullback.
Shout out to Mills. Shout out to Mills.
Okay. Those are some tough positions, bro.
Yeah, hard. And then I guess the centers that's pretty easy, eh? Or
Ma'a. Let's
and then
put
who's your
Ma'a in
fritzy?
there.
Ma'a and who he looks like?
Oh, Rico, bro. I reckon Ma'a.
Oh, Rico
Oh,
over
no,
Tana.
Ma'a. Oh, bro. That's crazy. I reckon the Ma'a and Tana.
Yeah.
But
Imagine
that's
that,
the
eh?
thing, bro. There's so many good Samoan 13s out there now, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, Reek's good, you know. But yeah. Now Reek said he's gonna play for the Maoris anyway. So no.
All right, you guys have him then. You guys have him.
Bro, Tana though, far. Imagine that, like
Tana and
yeah.
Ma'a.
Yeah. And who did you say for your wingers? Was Brian Lima and
I fat to sort yellow, bro. That's just the inner kid in me
but
talking,
special
bro.
mentions like Lome Fa'atau, Julian Savia, I
Lome
guess, as well.
Fatau. Bro, that's too many, bro.
Wait, boy, you know who was gun too? Remember
imagine
David
that
Smith?
team, bro.
Remember David Smith? He was gun.
Oh.
Bro, he was gun. Yeah. But
Tony
it's heaps.
Pulu. Tony
Oh, yeah.
Pulu.
Shout it out, Tabu.
Shout out Tony Pulu.
Is he someone?
That man, team,
Is he
bro,
someone?
he's half.
Oh,
He's
true.
half everything, that guy.
Shout out, Tony. Or you know who was another one now? Lelea Masanga.
Bro. He was quick too, eh?
Flash, yeah, quick. Didn't mind a dance or two, yeah. Oh, even Digby was all good too, eh?
Digby was good, bro. There were so many good Samoan wingers out there.
What's his brother's name? The one in Italy? What's the one? Oh, that's his nephew, Monty, is it? His nephew, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his nephew, Monty.
Yeah.
Monty Yoni.
Monty,
He's another Churchy boy.
Yeah. Oh, true. Did the Diggers go there too?
No, Digby went to Terrace.
Oh, yeah, but yeah. Oh, true.
Terrace boy.
There we go. Solid. And what were you playing? Were you playing prop there and then into the back row?
Yeah, I was playing prop. So when I went to Churchy, bro.
Who was in your team? Was anyone that like practice?
Henry Taifu, still running around.
I heard that name. Who you play for?
Yeah, he plays for Mona Pacifica.
Oh, solid.
Played for the Force and
that's weird.
Yeah, the midfielder.
Because that's where I am in Perth.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Yeah. And then there was this young Fijian guy, Junior Russell Lear.
Oh yeah, I remember that fella. Yeah.
Junior Russell Lear. Yeah, he was down at in Perth after high school, I think. Yeah, and now a few of the other boys had was LBF, but I think those were like the top.
Any leagues? No league ones there, because league them.
No, Henry Tahifu was a league boy, and then I think he went, and then he eventually came back to Union. But there was heaps from other schools, but not at Gigi at the time.
Oh, that you played against?
It was after us. It was
after who's some that you played against when you were at churches?
The Setu brothers. There's like a couple of them went on to play for Broncos. Well, I'm bad with people's names, so I don't really remember their names. I just remember what
who's is it? Like Langi Setu?
Is it Langi? And then there was like another brother. There was like heaps of them. I think there was like 4 of them or something.
Oh, true. Who did they play for?
They were with Is it Nachi?
Nachi.
Or Ipswich.
If it was Langi Setu, I remember Langi Setu. What year what year was this?
08, 09.
Ah, yeah. Well, I don't know, but I remember Langi City putting like the meanest blindside shot on fucking on Sika Manu, bro, gangster. If it was Langi City, like, bro, you can still YouTube it. It's like grainy hairs, but like, bro, got him. Whew, gangster. If it was Langi,
like, yeah, I'm trying to remember now.
Maybe he was one of the older brothers. Chris. Oh yeah, who's that fella? Did he play for Reds or something?
He was with Reds, but now he's with the Brumbies.
Yeah.
Man, there's a few running around. I just like don't
Wait,
really
Carter
remember
Gordon
them.
left there. He's going to the Titans, eh?
Oh, that's crazy, yeah. Bro, and that's the thing, bro. Like, because I got to like stay in Australia and then move to New Zealand as well. So like, I got to see the difference, like for rugby and stuff.
Oh, okay. And what was it for
And
you?
they
Like,
like, I
what
was
stood
like,
out?
bro, I was like, because like, bro, in Australia, there's like kids like 16, 15, like already signed to like a league team, like a Bronco contract or something. So like as soon as they leave high school, bro, they're straight into like an under 20 system, like no mucking around. But the guys that like go with the union side, they have to go through like NTS and stuff, and sometimes they get lost in the system and stuff like that, and never like kind of like cracks it. It's crazy. But
Mm,
then you go to New Zealand, it's like even if you're not playing rugby, like there's like good enough talent throughout like the whole club rugby that it just keeps providing, and it
mm.
everyone plays rugby. But
Yeah.
you know, in Australia, like you have Aussie rules, you have like rugby league, soccer, rowing, swimming, and there's so many different sports that you compete with. And
Yeah.
then it's pretty much like whoever the kid's feeling comfortable with to go straight after high school, that's where they go. And obviously, if you're signing a full contract with like a league team, because that was like when we were in high school, the under 20,
Yep.
that was a Toyota Cup back in
Yeah.
the
When it
day.
just started.
So those guys were, yeah, those guys were just like half of that comp was pretty much kids from like union schools, just going straight from union to to a league contract. So
Yeah,
and then
because
I'm like,
it
damn,
was just
yeah,
like they could be on TV and get paid
right,
to
exactly, yeah, yeah, you
woohoo,
know,
let's go.
that's, yeah, and that's why league always gets like some of those guys that didn't really like develop early, but kind of like took
I
the
think
jump to
Lee's
the
got a
league
lot
and
of
then
money
went there
in
for a
Australia too.
lot,
Like fucking
bro,
in the way they're
a
managing it
lot
now
of
too.
money, G.
Like even with their whole Las Vegas thing, like if they keep
Yeah,
doing like they got another five, they got a 4 more years, and then they'll probably do another deal. The Warriors are going next year too. So if you're still over there in the States also, I'll
bro,
give you
I'll
a
be
bow
there.
because it
Yeah,
will
we're
be in
already
Vegas
looking at
too.
going.
Oh, going to go. Well,
We're
I've
already
been a
trying to
few
get
times to
tickets
the
to go
States.
next year.
Yeah, because the Warriors are going, but up the wild stuff. If not, I'm trying to. We're gonna work it, try and make it to the.
I'm
We're
a
going as
Broncos
the
fan,
podcast.
G. So
Oh, true, Broncos. Yeah.
I'm a
Well, yeah.
Broncos
So,
fan. So
did you go down? Did you go
yeah,
down?
yeah. No, I didn't go this year because that was like that was the same weekend our season kicked off. So I
Oh,
didn't get to go,
true.
bro. That sucked, bro. If it was like a preseason weekend,
Let up, boat.
I would have been
Let up, boat.
down there, bro. And in Vegas too, that would have been
Yeah.
sick.
What do you like about America? Like all the places you've been. What do you enjoy about it?
Bro, it's probably like a different. It's kind of like a different lifestyle, and it kind of gives you like a different perspective of life as well.
In what way?
Like it in the ways is like every state, bro. It's like every state is kind of like different from another state. So like if you're up in Seattle and you visit in California, it's like completely different like landscape. You're like going from you're kind of like going from Wellington and you're flying down and you're flying to Queensland and it's all in one country kind of kind of vibe. And then you go down to Texas where people are just like as free as they come. Gee, they do some random stuff down there, like things that you should not be seeing on like daily. You see it down there, like it's crazy, G. And like then you go like I've stayed over in the East Coast as well. It's like completely different from like what we experienced back home and stuff like that, which is it's pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
What kind of food are you into over there?
Um. Uh. Well, we just moved to Seattle like at the start of the year
Oh,
when
were
New
you before
York
there?
folded. I
Oh,
was
you're
with
in New
New
York.
York. Yeah, I was with
Oh,
New
yeah.
York and up until they folded. um. But in New York, bro, like anything pizza, anything like pasta, anything Italian is pretty good over there. Cheesesteaks, sandwich and stuff like that. But here in Seattle is like the coffees. It's probably the
Mm.
best coffee. Is like the closest coffee you'll get to home.
Or like Australia
Bro, because like
oi,
people
because here's
like
the people
when
say
we
that because
come back home,
I don't
bro,
drink
because
coffee
like we come
at
back
all.
home, we sound like ungrateful because American coffee is trash. But you actually don't really know until you actually stay in America, bro, and their coffee
Yeah.
is like trash. Like I'm
Bro,
not
I
exactly
don't drink it,
vampire like
but
the
I heard this
coffee.
from heaps of people too that I've
Yeah,
like that I've been around. That I don't drink coffee at all because I don't like the taste. But and I'm not really a warm drinker anyway. But
yeah.
yeah, so I heard that from a lot of people. Heard that from a lot of people. Even like going because I've been a few times to the States. Even with some of them, like, wow, man, this coffee just ain't it. Like compared to home, you're like, hey,
Yeah,
I don't
nah,
know.
it's
Like,
crazy.
what's the difference? Why?
I think it's just the texture of it, eh? I think
Mm,
home is like I think we actually like the taste of coffee. Like we like our coffee a little bit stronger and like just a tiny bit of milk. That's why a lot of people like drink flat whites and latte and stuff like that. But here they like sugary stuff
oh
in
yeah,
their
true
coffee.
that.
So you're
Yeah.
like you'll ask someone, oh, what's your coffee order? And they'll be like frappuccino with a extra shot of this with some cream, and you're like, what the hell? Like, it's a different like coffee like vibe compared
Yeah,
to us back home.
I seen
Like
this
us,
thing.
we get to enjoy the taste of coffee. Here they
Okay,
like, yeah, just chuck a little bit of caffeine and a lot of sugar.
uh,
That would
I
do the
see.
trick.
I seen this thing and it was about why Starbucks didn't like blow up here, and it was talking about that how the Australia already has a like strong coffee culture because of the I think it's
Yeah.
the Greeks and the Italians and that moved here and the Greeks that brought like that sort of culture here anyway. So like as you're saying, you can get a really good coffee from all the cafes
From
around the place,
anywhere,
like
yeah,
from anywhere. Whereas like Starbucks is that sugary, like you said. I was like,
yeah.
yeah, it's not really the style here. You see,
Nah,
yeah,
it's
like don't get me
different,
wrong, there
a
are
different
Starbucks, but
style.
not a lot of people like it compared to just your everyday
Because
coffee
Starbucks
spots.
is like the the highest of all levels, like for coffee in America. Like people are like,
True,
you want to get
that's the
coffee, go
best deals.
Starbucks. But back home is like if someone goes Starbucks, everyone's like, what? Like low key, bro, they make some good coffees at Starbucks. I'm not hating, but like,
Mm, yeah, hard. Nah, solid. G. How long were you in New York for, brother? How long was that? And
I was there for 2 years,
yeah, have you
2
been
years
in
in
the
New
MLR
York.
since it begun, or
Yeah, so when I was in Wellington, I linked
yeah,
up with the USA Sevens, and then that made the move for me to come over here.
yeah,
And then I moved in 2000, end of 2016, 17.
yeah. Also, did you play
Moved,
for like the USA or like on the circuit or whatever?
yeah,
Or
I got qualified in the circuit, and I played on it, and that
where did you
down at
whereabouts did you
Wellington
go?
and Sydney.
Oh, down there.
Wellington
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
Sydney,
solid.
yeah, Wellington and Sydney. And then I spent the whole year with them, 2017, and then 2018, Major League started up. So I went down to Houston for the first year,
Yep,
and then went up to Boston for the second year,
yep.
for the second and the third year. But the third year was like that was a COVID year.
Mm-hmm.
We only played like 4 games, and then it was cancelled. So that's not really a season. And then after COVID, went down to LA. I think that was 2020.
Is it the guillotines or whatever it
Yeah, the
was? Or
Kiltinis, bro. Yeah, down in the Kiltinis.
oh, so well, for
The
Rennie
first
in
year.
that, eh?
Yeah, Rents. Yeah, so I
Yeah,
was with
Renz.
Rents
Yeah,
that
because Renz
same
has
year.
been on it.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
was with Rents down there in their first year, and then I went over to New York.
Wow, you've
Like
been
2000.
but but
Right.
but of a major league. Follow. He's been everywhere, baby. He's a
Bro,
traveling man.
I was just like man, I was just gonna sign 1 year contracts and see like just to
Yeah,
get to leave at like different places and see.
and go check out different
It's pretty
country, yeah,
cool,
different
yeah.
parts of the country. Solo. So, what did you enjoy the most about Houston?
Probably, bro, the Mexican food down there is pretty
Yeah,
good, eh?
that's it, eh?
Bro, and it's cheap as in the barbecue too, bro. Barbecue, but I'll say
Mm.
barbecue, bro. Barbecue spots.
Yeah, solid. In
We
any
just
family and
down at
any
the
of these spots
local.
that you ended up living at, or nah? You have
Sorry,
any
what was
ainga? Did you have any ainga
that?
around
Yeah,
any of the spots that
yeah.
you've
So
lived?
when New York folded, um, we had like a couple options, but then we decided to come up here because my sister stays up here in Seattle
Mm-hmm.
with her family. So we thought, well, might as well just go up to Seattle, just be close to the family and stuff like that. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Got to get to know my niece as well. So it's pretty me.
Ish. That's on, brother. That's on. Oh, you got kids or
Nah. We just have 4.5 year old Labrador.
no?
No,
Solid. What's the
just
Labrador's
thrashing
name?
out right. Louis.
You're the Louis. What about
Yeah,
you and
I know.
Mumsy? How did you meet us?
We met on Tinder, bro.
Yeah, my man. We're about.
We met on Tinder, bro. I think I was coming back home. One of the breaks, one of the off seasons. So I came back home and then just hop on Tinder and then we just met on Tinder.
Oh, she
And then
Aussie.
now she's a Kiwi.
Oh, back in New Zealand. Because
Yeah,
when you're
back
saying
in New
home,
Zealand.
I'm confused. Because you're born in
Oh, bro,
American
yeah, no,
Samoa, you
usually,
grew up in
yeah.
Samoa, you live in Australia, and where's the fuck is home?
Oh,
Everywhere.
no, bro, that's
Like
why
southern.
when people ask
Yeah.
me, ask me, oh, where's home? I was like, it's always awkward because I get asked that question all the time, and I was like, oh, how long do you have so I can tell? Do I give you the full version, or do I give you the rundown version, or do I like just hit you with like a quick one? Nah,
Yeah.
nah, bro. I think New Zealand's kind of like home now
Yeah.
because that's kind of like where all my most of my families are at, and
Yeah.
pretty much like my
Well, and
group
her
of
family too,
friends
eh?
and her
Yeah.
family. Yeah, she's Kiwi, born bred, um, from Queensland, Dunnes area. So yeah, it's pretty much New Zealand's home. But yeah, when went back, we met on Tinder. I was down at Wellington,
Yeah.
and then I
What was
flew
your
up to
bios?
Auckland.
Also, what
Huh?
was your bio? What was your bio?
Oh, it's too long ago. I forgot.
Ah, come on,
Yeah.
Usaya!
Nah, it's probably something like I probably put something random as like looking for someone to go coffee in a Long Beach on a long walk on the beach or something like
Uh, coffee and go
that.
to Long Beach. Hey, you want
Bro,
to come to Long Beach?
if you wanna come for a long walk? Nah, bro, something. But I never take those kind of things
So that
serious. So I
was in
used to put
Wellies.
like some random as, huh?
That was in Wellies, was it? When
No,
you
it
was
was
away?
up in Auckland. It was
Ooh.
up in Auckland. Yeah. So she was staying in Auckland at the time, but I was only in Auckland for like a couple of days before I had to fly back
Yeah.
to America.
Oh,
So
true.
yeah, we kind of linked up, and then we just like we continued to talk while I was here and she was there, and then it just like continued to talk and talk, and then one thing led to another, and then here we are.
Solid.
The magic of Tinder, bro.
You know Tinder, baby. Don't hate on Tinder, partner. There could
Don't
be some
hate
good
on
stuff on
Tinder,
there.
boys.
They
Nah,
could wait. Maybe what if they were to sponsor you? If they were like
Tinder,
one of the yeah.
bro. Hard out, bro. Show me the
Come on,
cash,
Tinder.
G.
Show the Ulster cash, Tinder.
Bro,
Let's
show us the
go.
cash, bro.
Oh, yeah, no, show me the money. What? Like, oh, hey, well, I can relate to that though. It's just on that when you're like, it's a bit awkward when someone asks you for where home is because, bro, I went to 17 primary schools also. I lived all over New Zealand, like when I was growing up. So I didn't like whenever someone asked me where I'm from, usually, and also like I'm Maori. All four of my grandparents are all Maori. Like all have Maori, but they're not all full Maori, but they all and then they're all from all over the North Island. So I just like when they say they're from somewhere, like like if I meet a dude and he's like, "Where you from?" I just say like somewhere he's not from, like because of out of one of those. Because yeah, I lived all over the place. My blood comes from all over the place, so it is a bit confusing. Most of the time, I say I'm from Whakatane because that's where I was born in and all of that stuff.
Oh
But yeah, I lived everywhere, so I can relate to what you're saying.
yeah.
It's 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 an awkward one, eh?
Yeah, hard out, bro. That's why, like, yeah, and I was saying it as well, bro. It's now every time someone asks me, "Oh, where you from?" I was like, "Oh, Samoan."
Sorry, no speak. No speak.
It's like, sorry, no English.
What were we into any like of the American like we into wrestling or anything when you were a kid? Like yeah, was
Bro,
any
yeah, G. I was a
yeah.
massive like think I grew up in the Attitude Era.
Yeah.
And then in Samoa, bro, this is like in Samoa, like growing up. So American Samoa,
Yeah.
that's another thing, G. American Samoa, because it's American territory, they get like the cable from America. So they have
Yeah.
like channels for days. Like I
Yeah.
remember when someone from Samoa visited American Samoa, bro, they'll like look at the cable and they'll come back home and tell like us, bro, they have like TV with like unlimited channels. Because in
Yeah.
Samoa, bro, we only had 2 channels. One channel was an actual TV channel, bro, and the other one was the Christian channel. So it was like no options, eh? So now, anyways, now wrestling through the and then every Saturday in Samoa, so American Samoa, they get like the Monday Night Raw and the Friday Night SmackDown or something like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
live. But in Samoa, we only get 1 hour of wrestling every Saturday night, bro. Only on Saturday night.
True.
So I remember we grew up in this village. So my parents, just a context, my parents were like ministers. So we used to move
Oh, yeah.
from village to village as well. So but I think I went to like about 10 high schools as well.
Oh, same. Yeah. Same.
um, yeah, and then right, and then we are like this one village where everyone just like got together in our fale, in our
Yeah.
house and just watch like every Saturday just to watch this 1 hour of wrestling. And I remember every time The Rock loses the match, bro, everyone will be mad as leaving the Alright, and then we found out years later that wrestling's fake is all scripted, and everyone's like, "Oh, dang!" Oh, bro, that's crack up, bro. Yeah, but wrestling is pretty. It's got like a big part of Samoan
Yeah.
history, especially with The
Yeah.
Rock.
Well. Yeah. Well, The Rock, the most famous wrestler of all time.
Man,
Yeah. Well,
of all
he's
time,
probably
man,
the
he's
most
so
famous
popular,
person in
bro.
the world.
I think,
Like,
yeah,
North
I
America.
think it is, bro.
Yeah. He's got like 300 million Instagram followers and whatever. Like,
Yeah,
and I think it's because he's likable too. It was like he appeals to many.
bro.
Like
Yeah,
the aunties probably want him because he's muscly and
yeah,
got a bit of color to him. But then also the brothers probably want to be like him too. Yeah, I get it. It's like, but he's also a nice guy, or seemingly.
try hard.
So,
He's got it
yeah,
all, eh?
yeah, hard, bro. Must have a fat wallet, else. Yeah.
Uh, Fat ass wallet, eh? I reckon. He's
Yeah,
racking in some cash.
yeah, hard. What like do you recommend if someone was like, bro, I'm pretty skilled at this rugby thing and I wanna, could give it a crack over in America. How could they attempt that from outside of the world? Is there what would they
Oh,
need to
bro, I reckon everyone just have a go.
Mm.
The only thing with like especially with Major League is that like or in America in general, it's so hard to get like visas.
Oh, true.
So like for a foreigner person, there's like other ways you can do it where you can just come and like try and see if you can get a green card or things like that. Like there's always things
Oh
around the
yeah, because you can
system,
get a
you know.
holiday
There's
visa,
always
but it's the
like
working visa, eh? The
yeah,
working visa's
yeah,
harder, eh? A lot
yeah.
harder to
And
get. Yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah, or if you like find a sponsor or something like that to get over here, that will be like the best option to do it.
Mm.
But like I reckon like it's good for anyone to have a crack if they find like a loophole because just getting a visa, bro, it's pretty tough. Like that's like I've heard so many like major league guys that actually signed contract and they had to like withdraw from their contracts because their visas got denied or
Oh,
things like that. So
true.
that's the only problem with like rugby players trying to come in. But like if you're like a Kiwi and an Aussie, especially for Australians, it's a lot easier for Australians to get into America because there's like a lot of working relations between the United
Yeah,
States
yeah,
and
yeah.
Australia.
Flybys
So
and
it's
all of
kind of
that stuff.
easy. Yeah, it's kind of easy for them to get like a sponsor work visa here or find a job or something like that to move to America, and then like you can easily find a local club to play with. And with nowadays, it's like the talent pool is not really that great. Like
Yet.
it's just the depth of
Yeah.
it because it's still new.
Yeah. It's growing
And
though, as with
it's
the
growing.
MLR
Yeah.
and with the
Oh,
sevens
bro,
and all of that
massive,
stuff. Is it growing also?
massive. Like in terms of rugby wise, I don't really know what the business side of the game is
Yeah.
going and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But it seems like that traction they're getting in United States hosting the World Cup. It sounds like
Yeah. That's
that
gonna be
side
on.
of the business is going to be on. But like with rugby wise, it's like for a lot of foreign guys come over here thinking that like especially thinking that it's going to be like an easy like holiday, like 6 months of the year you get to be in America. Where you come here and then it's like boys be like, fuck, those people like these boys are actually like they go hard. and
Yeah.
then like and then like bringing foreigners in, like having 10 foreigners in a squad like has excel the like the just the skills and like the experience of rugby here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's like, bro, if you want to have a crack, like
Give it a crack.
just do it because it's
Figure a way.
yeah, figure it out because like American people, especially like American rugby community, like they love having foreigners at their like local clubs because they like in America it's hard to tell other people, but in America what they know is just America. Outside of America, they don't really know much, but like when like people come in and like brought a little bit of their culture, like put it in their rugby club or something like that, bro, they love that stuff and
Mm.
like there's so many good people around America that will help you find work. It's just like a rugby thing, you know.
Mm.
You get like to come for like a 6 month work, you end up staying for like 12 years or something like that.
Yeah.
So like, I think
They've
if you find like the right people to help you out and the right club that's willing to like help you out a little bit, I reckon America is the place to
They have
explore.
mean fandom there too, eh? Like you're saying about like if you come from like especially if you're from like South Africa, Australia, or New Zealand, where like
Yeah.
three of the greatest rugby nations of all time, you come from those places, they probably like like the bros might be all black or their cousins or something like that,
Oh,
or
bro,
yeah,
hell yeah, gee, like it was funny as because like when I first moved there, I didn't realize how many like, bro, there's so many Kiwis, there's so many Aussies, so many Suffers, like just like spreading around like rugby community in America. Because like you'll go to like a local club, like bro, we got like, this Kiwi fella, bro, like this
yeah.
mean ass, this
Oh,
mean, and then you'll chat to the bro, and the bro will be like, bro, I just got like just came for a workout, ended up playing rugby and, and things like that, bro. It's crack up, but then like they all love it. Like every foreigner that you come across rugby, they'll be like, bro, this is the best. So it's like it's pretty it's nice. I recommend it to anyone. I reckon.
yeah, that's on. But who's someone that like, or maybe there's multiple people that you've come across in your years of playing in the MLR that really like you maybe got starstruck, like either playing against or with or got to meet.
Oh, bro. Um, bro, I've been lucky, because when I was with the Kiltinis, bro, um, we had like, bro, we had like three Wallabies in our team. Bro, we had Matt Kiddo, Adam Ashley Cooper, and Dave Dennis.
You
Dave
would have loved
Dennis.
that, eh? You little
Bro,
Wallaby
I was
fan,
like,
eh?
bro, like they all thought I was like a Kiwi because it's like, oh, where you from? I was like, from Wellington, but they didn't know. I was like deep inside. I was like, bro, I'm
Wow,
one
these
of
are
you
my
guys.
boys. These are
Bro,
my.
even when we did like culture stuff,
Yeah,
bro, they even chucked me with the Kiwis, and I was like, damn,
they're
that
like,
hurts, bro.
hey. Come here with the Palangi boys, man.
Bro, come on, gee. You don't know how much money I've lost to these guys. No. And
Yeah.
nah, yeah, bro, probably like seeing Matt Kiddo
Yeah.
and Adam Ashley Cooper for the first time, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like that was those guys were playing like they
Yeah,
were
that's
like
but
in
those
their
are your
prime
superstars you
when I
looked up
was
to, eh?
coming through the system and stuff like that, bro. And then just because they came in late because of their visa, so bro, their arrival was like everyone's waiting until they get there to see what they're like. Like then they got on there, and all the boys are like trying to like move around. Like, hey, how's it going? But that was pretty cool, bro. Yeah, those guys. And then
Yeah, the
obviously
boys.
and then I moved to New York, bro.
Yeah,
And we had like Andy Ellis,
yeah.
bro. And then like because obviously I moved to New Zealand, and then that was the year, like that was like Andy Ellis, like that was those guys, Andy Ellis,
When they
Whipple.
won the World
Then
Cup.
when they won it, that was like the early generation of like the All Blacks, like that I got to know. So I was like, damn, Andy Ellis. And then this dude, and those was the nicest dude ever. He was just like, hey man, what's up? How's it going?
Yeah,
Just talk like normally, and like it's pretty mean, bro. Just get to experience those kind of moments, and
yeah. Hard.
it's pretty
What
fun.
about
And
like
then
being
obviously,
Ma'a, like being a Samoan brother yourself, the
because
Miho.
I've gotten to know Ma'a from Wellington
Oh, you already knew him.
a
Oh, sorry.
lot, so I was like, I've already known Ma'a, but and stuff like that. So that's why, like, when I see Ma'a, it's kind of like, what's up, Ma'a?
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah,
then
yeah,
some of my teammates, because I was like, if I see Ma'a, I know Ma'a from Wellies,
yeah.
we're always like talking stuff like that. But some of my teammates were like, that's my mum. Like they're kind of like, oh, they're kind of almost like too scared to even like talk to them
Yeah.
or something like that, bro. But you get to see that a lot here,
Mm.
especially Major League with some of the big names that's been coming through. Or like
Yeah.
the young kids that just like fandom over them. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. So you Wallabies. What if the Eagles and the Wallabies play against each other?
Oh, bro. Oh, gee, that's a tough one. Whoever wins, G. Nah, all of nah, bro. Wallabies,
What
bro.
about Manu?
Die
Manu
hard,
versus the Mo. Or nah.
huh? Nah, yeah,
Manu
money, money.
Wallabies.
Nah, money.
My man. That's it. That's it. For the culture, baby.
Bro, handies, G.
But before we get out of here, I've got a couple of little quick questions, if that's all right.
Yeah,
If you could only eat one meal every day for the rest of your life, what do you choose?
rice or noodles.
Like,
Rice.
what's the dish? What's the dish?
Oh, probably just like fried rice or something
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, solid. Like your own fried rice, or somebody like your
Right.
mom's, or
Probably my
oh yeah.
own fried rice. I'll make
What you
it
put
what
in
it
it?
probably just some chicken or something.
Solid.
Chicken fried rice.
And what are you gonna wash it
Got like
down
a
with?
little sparkling water.
Oh, sure, you like that one now, sparkling.
Yeah. I'm not really a big fan of fizz and stuff, so I
Yeah,
was like sparkling water. Yeah.
true. Fuck, I feel weird when I drink sparkling water because, like, if I have fizz, I
Bro, a
feel
lot of
like it's
people
gonna taste
feels
like
that way,
something.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of people
yeah.
feels that way, bro.
So if you're in
But not
Italy,
me.
and they're like cassata naturale, you're going cassata, eh?
So
You're
I
going
have
gas.
no idea, G. I've never been to
Because they
Europe.
ask you, no, but that's what they ask you. Like, you want to in those
Yeah.
restaurants, like, you want to get gas or no gas? You want fucking sparkling
Oh.
or like, water? Yeah,
Oh.
gas for the brother. All
Bro, I need
gas.
to go to Europe.
Yeah. What kind of music you into also?
Bro, I don't really have a favorite genre. I just like bounce around, G. I'm currently going my like hip hop era. I'm a big
Ah,
Eminem fan. Bro.
ooh, like which one?
So
Like
I used to have it.
the peanut ones or
All,
the
bro,
milk chocolate?
all of them, bro, all of them, G, all of them. Because usually he's dropping like a new album,
Hmm?
so I've been like re-listening to like all the old albums and everything, just to like
Oh yeah.
because he's slowly dropping like some singles right now. He just dropped another one today, so I'm just like kind of in the hip hop phase right now, bro.
Bro, I got a story too about Eminem when the
Yeah.
Marshall Mathers LP came out. I can't remember how old I was. I
Oh,
was young, but I said to my koro, to my grandfather, I said, I hit him up like did a little bit of mahi and bit of work, and then got up some cash to buy that album. It was on
yeah,
tape too. It was on cassette, on tape, and I go, oh, can we get that album? And we go to the store, to the, what do you call it, the CD store, the music store, and he asked for that tape, and then And then he goes, and then the guy looks at me like, and I'm only a kid, bro. But then he looks at my grandfather and he's like, "Are you sure you want this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then like, "Yeah, just hurry up and fuck. I gave you here's the money. If I can give me the tape." Anyway, he gave him the tape because this was like, people wouldn't hear that kind of shit on the music before, really, especially the way him did it. Like they heard fuck the police and all of that NWA, but they never heard like, all the stuff he with him,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
bro.
But different.
That's
But
what they. That's
huh?
his new album too, bro.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah,
called like The Death of Slim Shady, and then the last two songs he's released, bro. Is kind of like
out the gate.
it's outrageous, bro. It's coming after, bro. That's why everyone's like, this dude is gonna get cancelled, bro. I'm like, there's no way you're
You
canceling
can't
Eminem,
cancel
bro.
that fella, bro,
You
because
can't
he doesn't
cancel
care.
that fella, bro. He's
Oi,
too good.
I don't even think
He's
cancel's
going
real.
after everyone, bro. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think cancel's real. I don't like. I think you can only be cancelled if you give up. Like if you do
cancel,
something, you only cancel if you cancel yourself. Like if you give up
bro.
and you
100.
just say, "Oh, I'm not gonna post," or "I'm not gonna do," then you can get cancelled. But if you keep being you, who cares? Yes, you might lose
100.
some friends or whatever, but like if they're really your friends anyway. But
He'll be there.
yeah, cancel. Get out of here with that cancel shit. Anyway, so we buy the album because we buy the album and then we get in the car and then he puts it in and pushes play cuz and the first thing goes I can't remember, it goes, "This is a public service announcement brought to you in part by Slim Shady. Slim Shady does not give a fuck what you think." And I'm like 8 years old, cuz. And my kid was looking at me like, "What the fuck?" And he's like, "And if you don't like it, you can suck his mother." And my grandma was like, "What the bird? The bird?" But I'm gonna meet hiding later. But yeah, it was a bit of a crack up story because I told him to buy that fucking
Oh,
CD.
that's
That
crack
tape.
up, G. That's
The
crack
bird.
up, bro.
Marshall Mathers LP, cuz some tracks on there. All right then, favorite Eminem song then, since you're an Eminem guy right now.
Probably Best Friend. It's
Oof.
called Best Friend, bro. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
him and Yellow Wolf.
you're the Yellow Wolf.
Yeah, it's not a popular song, but it's a pretty
But that's your tracker, best
mean
friend.
song, bro. Yeah.
That's yours, brother. That's yours. Give us any pieces of advice also for maybe some young usos out there that um wanna just live a life like you're living, not necessarily in America, but living a life that you're just fucking tiki touring wherever you want to go, and you know what I mean. You're living the life I feel like that you want to live from the sounds of things. You're just enjoying life. Any young usos out there, give them some advice. Young usos, or even maybe ones that are sitting on the fence that aren't young but still have the potential to do something.
Oh, shot, bro. Oh, gee, I feel like with my bro, I suck at giving advice. Eh?
Yeah, yeah,
I'm that kind of guy in the
yeah. Me
team
too.
that I'm
I'll just
always
make
like
people
joking
laugh.
around. I'm
Yeah,
always like supposed to push them around and like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
joke
yeah,
around, just like give them around. But no,
yeah.
I think with like what I've learned and what I've lived, bro. I feel like every opportunity is like it's worth a crack,
Yep.
even if it's like a bad one, then it was bad, then you learn from it. But you never know if that opportunity is going to take you somewhere or it's going to take you to nowhere. But even if it takes you to nowhere, you still took a leap of faith for something that you know you you don't know. Because I feel like especially with like I just speak a lot on the Polynesians because like I grew up like I was grew up in an actual Samoan family setup.
Mm.
Sometimes it's like growing up in the islands, you go from being a child to being like an adult in a split seconds with just how like that's just how the culture is. You grow,
Mm.
you're like through as a child, so you don't really get time to kind of like explore yourself or any time to like actually give to yourself. You're It's
Mhm.
all about like what it's been brought up and stuff like that. So I think with like young pollies out there, especially the pros, like if an opportunity, say rugby, let's say work, if an opportunity for work to come up to go do something, you reckon that will be helpful, like, might as well just take it because it might lead to a dark place. It might lead to like a lot of opportunities open up for you in the future and stuff like that. So just I
Give it a
reckon
crack.
take a leap of faith. Just give it
Yeah,
a crack, bro.
yeah, solid.
Because
Give us
a lot.
Was it?
Nah, all good.
Give us visualization. 10 years from now, what do you hope life looks like for Pago Haini? And
10 years from now, G. In the last couple of years, I've been trying to get into broadcasting.
oh,
Not really into podcasting world, because I want to talk to you about that off the
yeah,
record quickly
anytime,
as well.
whenever, all the time. Even message me
Yeah,
after, because this doesn't have to
yeah,
be the last
I'm
time.
hard out.
The last time that we get on here either, because just the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if you followed what I've done in the last couple of years, every club I've been to, I've been trying to do it's more like for the culture of the team, but it's also trying to see if I'm good enough to do this, or interviewing the boys after the game or something like that. I even got to do sideline commentating when I got injured one year,
Yeah.
on the actual TV. But it was pretty scary, but
You
so
enjoyed it?
now you ask me, yeah, I loved it, because I got a pretty good feedback from it and stuff like that. So it's kind of like a lane that I want to explore, especially
Yeah.
in the next 10 years, because um, America is hosting the Women's World Cup and the Men's World Cup as well. So opportunities just to get into that little space, even if it's just doing something on the sideline or something like that. You'll never know. That's 10 years from now, but start putting things together. Hopefully by that time, we, get into that broadcasting or in that media kind of circle for the World Cup, because I reckon that'll be an amazing event to be part of.
Oh, well, I look forward to seeing you achieve all of that, Miles. And if I can help in any way with what I'm on the journey I'm on and what I'm learning, just hit me up, cuz keen is to help
Oh,
anytime, brother. Even if it's just a soundboard, some things ideas that you have, fire away, my brother. Because I just want to say, time's the most valuable commodity we have as humans. The one thing we can never get back. We can always get back
yeah.
money, things we can get back also, but time spent is time lost. So thank you for sharing over an hour of time with myself and anybody that listens to this for years to come. I'm truly grateful, Mozo, and it's cool to learn
Oh,
about you
wow.
more. Shout out to the bro Nick Greer, or Rocky the Seawolf, in his last year.
Rocky.
As for
Bro, he's the
shout out to
man,
him, bro.
G.
Shout out to him connecting us,
Bro,
and yeah, hard. And he's even sending us some Seawolf gears too. So hopefully
let's
we can get them
go.
on for the finals, or so we have them on
Bro,
for
Rocky,
the playoffs.
Rocky, the greatest mascot of all time, bro.
That's
Hands
it,
down.
baby. Greatest mascot of all time.
He's the GOAT, bro.
Yeah, hard. And because we did a whole podcast too. I didn't realize one just being a mascot, but he built that character of Rocky. Like he created that, Nick. You know what I mean? The whole, obviously it was his own creative control, because obviously the team being new and all that, he got to do all of that. He got to experiment, and he wasn't just coming into a ready-made suit. Like he helped make the
Yeah.
suit. He helped create the ideas, and even got rid of the hands. Like, bro, even that story is cool. So yeah, thank you also, and shout out to Nick,
All
but
right.
shout out to you for accepting my invitation to come on us, and I look forward to seeing you crack it and whatever you do, man, and go to Seawolves. See?
Oh, cheers, bro. Thanks for having me on your podcast, bro. Hopefully, let's just
Sick.
get charting, baby. Let's get
Yeah,
charting.
Hardles,
Break
we're gonna have
that,
some.
break
I'm
that
gonna
record,
come
G.
have some of that fried rice sometime too. So don't worry about that. Now, but safe
Have
as
to.
Moses sick he is, man.
All right.
Thank you so much for watching this full episode of Mind the Mic. It takes a lot of time, energy, and effort to create these episodes. So to know that you've watched and listened to the entire thing means the world to myself and all our hosts. If you could, before you leave, please hit the subscribe button and share this episode out to as many people as possible. It would help us so much. Thank you again to everybody that's still here, still watching. Thank you for all your comments, all your shares, all the DMs. Appreciate you all. Make sure you follow us on every platform. Have an awesome morning. Have an awesome night, depending on where you are in the world. Mind the mic out.
Oi, have you hit the link in bio yet?
Watch full episodes on YouTube or listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all streaming platforms.